Hello, violin and viola players. We are going to talk about how to get the best sound when you're bowing on your instrument. So first we're going to check our equipment, make sure that our bow is rosined and that it is tightened a correct amount. You can see I still have a little curve in the stick of my bow, but the hair is not floppy. It's about pinky width or so apart from the stick in the middle. And then also make sure that your sponge or shoulder rest is on and the right way. You see the fin is under the chin on my shoulder rest. That'll be the same if you have a sponge. And next we talk about posture. Not only our right hand, right, do we have a good bow hold, which is in a different video if you need it, but also is our instrument up high on our shoulder. Because if we have a violin or viola beard, then we have just created a slide for our bow, and that makes your job so much harder. So we're checking our bow hold, we're checking our posture. And now let's talk about where we're placing the bow. In the beginning, I like to start around here. For my beginners, I've normally put a tape on your bow right about this point, but if there isn't a tape, this is called the balance point, and that's generally where I like to set the bow to start. And notice right where I set it, I kind of did that automatically. I did about the halfway point between the fingerboard and the bridge. That's where your best sound is going to live in the beginning. If you're too far over the fingerboard like this, you'll get a thin sound, and it's also harder to hit the string that you need. But if you're too close to the bridge, that is a squeak zone. So in the beginning, we're going to aim right about for the midpoint between our fingerboard and our bridge. And now, when I'm bowing, I'm going to pick a string. I'm going to pick my A string. I'm on a violin, and I have to adjust my elbow up and down. You see how my elbow is going up and down here? To be on the correct string. So I can kind of check it with my eyes, and then to make that sound, right, if you're getting a sound where you're having trouble staying on a string, it's usually that elbow or it's how you're moving your arm. So when I am bowing, notice my elbow is going from bent to straight. If I'm staying on just one string, the upper part of my arm is still. Like this. I'm going to give you the side view. So I am just opening and shutting the door from my elbow. So say I want to go to a lower string. Elbow up, open and shut. So something we'll see a lot with beginners is that they're moving from their whole arm like this, and you can see right away that my bow isn't going as straight. So we place our bow in the middle, and then we just open and shut. So to review, check your bow, make sure it's rosin, make sure it's tightened, then check your posture, your bow hold, and having your instrument up high enough. Check your bow placement. Put it halfway between the fingerboard and the bridge to start. Check your elbow height. And then remember to open and shut from your elbow, keeping your upper arm still.